Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Troilus Gold Channel, advancing significant properties in the mining-friendly district that is Quebec. And joining us, we have the pleasure of the CEO, Justin Reid. Welcome, sir.
Hi, how are you today?
Living the dream, brother, yourself.
No problem, no problem. Great day, sun's shining, snow's gone, can't complain.
It looks like we're going to have some fun moving forward. I want to kind of divulge down into what you guys are doing, and we're going to framework this into a few different videos because we want to dive into the company. We're going to talk about the balance sheet. But first and foremost, for newer investors that are just kind of strolling into this, kind of give us a brief elevator pitch because you have 107,000 hectare land package. Tell us what you got going on in Quebec, just in kind of a brief summary.
Sure. First of all, we purchased the past producing Troilus gold mine. Operated for 14 years, produced 2 million ounces of gold and 70,000 tons of copper. It was a major contributor to the Canadian gold scene. Shut down because Inmet, the operator at the time, was really a copper company and focused on global assets away from Quebec. This was a gold mine and the gold price sucked at the time. And so they put it on care and maintenance, shut it down, never invested any capital. We privately picked it up about 4.5 years ago, my partners and I. We've since drilled 250,000 meters. We've taken the resource from 1 million ounces to 8.1 million ounces, and that's 1.5 years ago. Had such success, we looked at the whole belt, and then we went out and acquired the 1,400 square kilometers that you were talking about, because we identified very quickly, not only did we have massive growth at the mine scale, we had huge opportunity regionally in a belt that hadn't been explored in 50 years with modern techniques. So when you look at Troilus right now, that 8.1 million ounces was 1.5 years ago. New resource coming out in the next few months. Expect that growth to continue. Pre-feasibility, permitting, pre-feasibility will be out in about 1.5 months too, which will kick off really a development scenario. And while we're doing that, we have a massive exploration program because we think Troilus isn't a deposit, we think it's a district. We're talking about a 25 to 30 year mine life where we're going to present 250,000 ounces of gold a year over the 25 plus years and about 25 million pounds of copper. We will be the largest copper producer in Quebec. We will be the 3rd largest gold producer in Quebec, and lots more to come.
I really appreciate those insights there. And Justin, I mean, rolling back a little bit, what led to that aha moment that got you kind of involved with Troilus? I mean, you've got 20 years of experience in the mineral resource space. How did that kind of lead you to this path where we're currently sitting today?
Great question. I've done a few things in my career. I'm a geologist originally, so don't hold that against me. Couple degrees, Saskatchewan, Toronto, worked for a major mining company for about 6 years. Then I jumped to Chicago, did my MBA. And then I went to Sprott Securities, and I was one of Eric Sprott's first mining analysts. I was part of the group that formed Cormark Securities, and I led the mining team at Cormark till 2009. Moved to Australia for a couple of years, came back, led global mining in the National Bank of Canada, and then jumped across to a company called Sullivan Gold, which I ended up owning quite a bit of it, so I decided to help run the company. Great asset in Peru, took it through just about to construction, and we got taken over. And I entered the company when we were at $25 million market cap in 2013. We sold it in 2014 for $450 million. And really, I kept the team together after that. So we just had all this success. We made people a lot of money, and we said, let's go do it again. It was a lot of fun. So we started scouring North America, really looking for misunderstood assets, assets that maybe hadn't had a lot of work done or the right work done, where we could add a technical veil and a capital market veil over top of it and kind of reintroduce it to the market. And so here was an asset that was run by base metal miners, not gold miners, which was undercapitalized because corporate objectives were elsewhere in the world. And then there was a hostile takeover for other assets. So this was just a forgotten asset in northern Quebec. We grabbed it privately, very cheaply, And over a year, we said, man, they hadn't done, we always say InMed didn't do bad work, InMed did no work. And it's because they didn't have the money at that operation. And so when you increase a resource from 1.5 million ounces underground to 8.1 million ounces open pit in 3 years, that's the single largest growth of any gold company in Canada on an ounce basis in history. So that was our aha moment when we looked at the work that wasn't done and the opportunities that were sitting right in front of us, and we just had to invest some capital. And so we started building the team and getting to work, and that's where we are today.
That's awesome, man. Now, just kind of briefing there, you touched on your team that you kind of onboarded as well. Do you want to just give some insight into who's helping you captain the ship?
Yeah, we've grown like crazy. As you move from a true explorer to a developer, your team just has to build up. Blake Highlands is our CEO. Blake's worked with me as a partner for 5 years, and really he's led the technical push and the building of the technical team, and I really give him and the team he's built the credit for all the ounces we found. We probably have 16, 17 geologists working for us now, and we've kind of built that up. We have Richard Harrison, who's our COO. Richard has been with us for about 8 months. And again, that's part of our growth. He's now the guy that's going to take this to production. Richard had an incredibly long career with Agnico. When Kitla failed in Finland, he was the guy that turned it around. When Goldex failed in Val-d'Or, he turned that around for Agnico. Last 6 years, he's been sitting at Malartic, which is Canada's second largest open pit gold mine. He was responsible for the development and the engineering of their Odyssey project, which is a $1.7 billion underground build at Malartic, and he left to come and join us. And so we have Jacqueline Leroux, who's in charge of all of our permitting and environment, and who's probably the best in the business. We have Daniel Bergeron, who runs our logistics and Quebec operations. We have Catherine Stretch, which runs our ESG team. We have all of, I consider, incredible professionals running each segment of our organization.
I really appreciate these insights today, Justin. What we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to break down a little bit farther into this land package, what you guys are doing, the inferred resources you're mentioning there. So consider subscribing for that. And I want to pass the question off to the viewers as well. I want to know what you guys think in that comment section below. But on that note, stay cool, stay awesome. And as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.